KCLR.
Richie, you're where you want to be, All-Ireland minor final, and it's been a great journey so far, hence one or two little setbacks. You probably would like to be Leinster champions, but look, you have a shot at the title now on Sunday.
Yeah, we'd love to be Leinster champions, Brendan, you're right there, but we knew at the start of the year that as regards development of the players, the biggest match in the Leinster campaign nearly has to be seen as the Leinster semi-final, because if you win that, regardless of the result of the Leinster final, which we were trying our best to win, the whole summer is open to you with the new round-robin set of matches with Galway and the two provincial losing finalists. So the campaign has been long and really, really enjoyable, and the lads have really progressed as the year went on.
Yeah, you had some great performances. One of the second half performances in particular was terrific. And the great thing about it, like we spoke after the under-21 match about Galway not having many chances, but for a man like yourself that experienced in relation to managing underage teams, it's great to get a second chance and a bite of the cherry, because it gives you the ability to change things, doesn't it? And your changes have worked brilliantly during the year.
Well, yeah, look, the changes have worked, but you could make changes, as you know, and they don't work, and then you look as if you don't know what you're even talking about. But yeah, just look at the changes that happened on the day against Galway. Worked very well. The confidence the lads got from the second half continued in the performance against Limerick the last day in the semi-final. But you know, we may have to make different changes now in the final to try and get us over the line, and hopefully any changes we will make will work.
Do you find it a bit of a difference, Richie, into managing under 18 teams as the under 17? There's been a lot of talk about it, and you know from dealing with kids and working in the school, and that it's a different ball game as such, isn't it? A lad of 16 can be different than a chap of a year and a half older if he's underage for under 18 level. So how have you found that difference in the coaching this year?
Yeah, probably you want to be careful in the amount of information that you're trying to pass on at every training session, Brendan, that you would keep it to 1 or 2 points, not to be loading a lad's head. I always tell them before they go out on the pitch, the last thing I tell them is to express themselves and enjoy themselves, because if their head is bottled up with too many things about tactics and systems, and we'll work this way, we'll work that way, we'll do this on puckouts, we'll do that puckouts, they can get lost on a very young player. So you just wouldn't want to take away the mantra of express yourself and enjoy yourself. That's the most important thing of all. But of course you do, insofar as you can, concentrate on developing their mind and how they think about the game as well.
On any given day, looking back at this minor championship, any team can beat any other team on any given day, and I think that's the beauty of under 17. Play this week, play next week, you could have two completely different results. So what have you made of the championship as a whole right throughout the season?
Yeah, I think it's been great. I mean, there's a lot of talk going on at the moment about maybe getting rid of under 17 and 20 and replacing with an under 19 competition. I personally wouldn't be in favour of that. I think that the 17 and 20 has worked well, but if I'm being perfectly honest, I feel it should have been left at 18 and 21, because of that 18's been a year older and one more year of maturity. 21 is far closer, it might only seem a year, but it's far closer to a player breaking into a senior setup than 20 is, because I think even for Kilkenny's under 20s now, those that are finished, there's a vacuum for them now. A lot of inter-county seniors are only making panels and having a stab at getting in on the first 15 when they're 22, 23, 24. So I think that if you get rid of 17 and 20 and don't go back to 18 and 21, that would be a huge mistake. One competition of under 19, well, from an education point of view, it absolutely clashes with the Leaving Cert of the Kieran's team that won the All-Ireland this year against Athenry. They had 12 of the starting 15 were doing their Leaving Cert. 11 of that 12 were under 19. One was under 18. Now, an under 19 is also going to be on his club's first team by the time he's that age. He may not be when he's 18 or 17. He certainly won't be when he's 17, but 18 he may still not be. He will be at 19. The idea of playing colleges hurling to the end of March, then playing 3 club matches here in Kilkenny, which are club, senior or intermediate, and then being asked to come in on an under 19 inter-county panel and tell your mum and dad that you're going to be able to for the Leaving Cert. To me, it makes no sense at all. But 17, working with 17s from the point of view that there's no Leaving Cert is great. So I would think that as we had at 18 and 21 was spot on. 17 and 20 would certainly be my second choice, and I just wouldn't have couldn't see how under 19 would work given what I've just said.
Yeah, well, that's true. And Richie, and back to the championship, while there was a lot of great days, obviously you mentioned at the outset that you were disappointed not Leinster champions. You know a little bit about Galway, you've played them before, so this is going to be another game that everyone feels will probably be a puck of a ball in it, but for you hope it's on your side. But health of the team good?
Yeah, it is, and in the lead into this match you're hoping that you don't now pick up an injury in one of the last 2 or 3 training sessions, or that you don't pick a player doesn't pick up the flu or something like that, Brendan. Galway, a very good team, unbeaten obviously, beat ourselves by a goal, beat Clare by a couple of points, really good performance against Wexford in the semi-final, lost a man when they were 4 or 5 points up, just shrugged it off, and just with sheer work rate and huge ability up front, put over 20 points, and they're going to be a very, very difficult team to beat. Galway, whether it's at 18 or 17, Galway are nearly in the All-Ireland minor final every year, and that's something that you have to give great credit to, show great respect for, but at the same time look to be there to meet them every year, as we have been last year now and this year. And I see this match as a 50-50 match. We have a great chance of winning it.
A great advantage that Kilkenny are in the senior as well, Richie. I know you won't say too much to the lads about that, but it's important. There's thousands of people from Kilkenny, the people from outside of Kilkenny that are Kilkenny supporters. The crowd will be in early, so you will have the bulk of the support, which is a great help and a great boost for the lads as well.
Yeah, absolutely, Brendan. There's no point in denying that. It's great to have the Kilkenny crowd there on the double. It's a fantastic occasion, and certainly in the second half, the last day against Limerick, as the crowd got bigger in anticipation of the senior match, and we were going very well. Every shot, every score, every tackle was being roared on by the Kilkenny crowd, and we know we'll get the same back and now in the final.
Yeah, and the great thing about this minor team is a great spread of the clubs. You know, you look down along and from the rural clubs to the city clubs, and it's fantastic. There's a great spread, and all well able to play, I might add, from young Tallis in the goal, out the field, the defenders, excellent midfield. You've made a few changes, positional switches, and they've all worked very well for you. But the lads, they've really bought into this, haven't they?
Yeah, and it's not just 1 or 2 of them. All 33 of them are fighting for those places on the team, and obviously you can only pick 15, and they've given it everything all year. And as you said, geographically such a wide spread of clubs, and junior clubs and intermediate as well. Just 1 or 2 senior clubs being represented as well. But it's just been fabulous working with them, and we got them from the development squads where people before us worked with them when they were 16 and 15 and 14, and fantastic work going on in their clubs and their schools, and I think everybody that's ever involved with underage players should be proud when a group of Kilkenny players get to a minor final.
You're looking forward to this one, Richie, because it has been a good year, and as I said, the only hiccup I suppose you're thinking is you didn't win the Leinster, but you've a fair good chance of winning this All-Ireland. Yeah,
we're going to give it everything, Brendan. They're very good, and they'll be favourites in all of that, but we do have a great chance, and we're really looking forward to it. It's been a really special year.
Well, listen, on behalf of everybody in KCLR 96 FM, we wish you well, and well done on a great journey, and let's cap it off on Sunday with the help of God.
Super, thanks very much, Brendan. It would be just fantastic to win it. It would be fantastic to win it, and we just have a couple of training sessions now to get things right, and we will give it everything.
Okay, Richie, very best of luck to you and all the management team.
Thanks very much, Brendan.
KCLR.